The message arrived on a quiet Tuesday morning at NASA's Deep Space Communications Center. At first, it seemed like any other day, with the usual background noise of space filling the monitors. But everything changed when the computers started picking up an organized pattern of signals. Tom Wilson, the lead communications officer, nearly spilled his coffee when the first clear transmission appeared on his screen. After 20 years of listening to space, this was the moment he had waited for. His hand shook as he pressed the emergency alert button. "This is not a drill," he announced over the facility speakers. "First contact protocol is now in effect." Within hours, the world's top scientists and military leaders gathered in an underground facility beneath Washington, D.C. The alien message played on a large screen, showing beautiful patterns of light that formed into words. "Greetings, people of Earth. We come in peace." Captain James Miller stood at the back of the room, his arms crossed. While others celebrated, he noticed something odd about the transmission. Every few seconds, there was a slight flicker in the pattern, something that didn't match the rest of the message. "Run it through the military decoder," he ordered his team quietly. In a separate room, away from the celebrations, Miller's team worked through the night. As dawn broke, their faces had grown pale. Hidden within the peaceful message was another signal, complex scanning codes trying to map Earth's defenses. "They're looking for weak points," Miller explained to Admiral Reed in a private meeting. "This isn't a greeting. It's military reconnaissance." The Admiral's face hardened. "How sure are you?" Miller handed him a tablet showing the decoded data. "The hidden signal is trying to scan our nuclear capabilities, map our satellite networks, and probe our communication systems. Peaceful visitors don't do that." Over the next few days, world leaders publicly welcomed the alien message with joy and excitement. News channels couldn't talk about anything else. People held parties in the streets, celebrating humanity's first contact with alien life. But in secret bunkers around the world, a different response was taking shape. "We need to play dumb," Miller suggested during an emergency military council. "Let them think their scans are working. Let them see what they expect to see. A primitive planet that would be easy to conquer." The alien collective, watching from their ships hidden behind Mars, felt pleased with themselves. Their scans showed exactly what they had expected: a young civilization barely able to reach their own moon. Their reports spoke of primitive nuclear weapons, basic satellite systems, and limited space travel capability. "These humans will be simple to bring under our control," the collective's high commander reported to his superiors. "They celebrate our message like children seeing their first light show. They suspect nothing." But deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, the first signs of Earth's real response were already taking shape. Engineers worked in secret to build something the aliens would never expect. Military leaders worldwide coordinated their actions through old-fashioned radio signals that the aliens wouldn't think to monitor. Captain Miller spent his days maintaining the deception. He made sure the alien scans found exactly what they were looking for: weakness. But at night, he helped plan humanity's true defense. "The greatest advantage in any war," he told his team, "is when your enemy underestimates you." As the aliens prepared their invasion fleet, confident in their easy victory, humanity quietly prepared a surprise of their own. The collective's arrogance would be their downfall. They thought they were hunting sheep, but they were about to wake a sleeping giant. And somewhere in the depths of the Pacific, metal plates were being welded together, forming the backbone of a warship unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. The aliens had made their first move. Now it was Earth's turn to respond. Deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, in a cavern large enough to hold a small city, engineer Anna Roberts stared at the massive shape taking form before her. The underwater shipyard hummed with activity as workers welded, wired, and assembled what would become humanity's greatest weapon. "How's the new power system coming along?" she asked her team, watching sparks fly from a section of the hull. "Better than expected," answered Bill, her chief technician, wiping sweat from his forehead. "Those alien scanning frequencies we intercepted helped us understand their technology. "We've built something they won't see coming." The ship they were building, codenamed Thunderbolt, looked nothing like traditional space vessels. Its design combined Earth's best technology with reversed-engineered alien concepts. The outer hull appeared rough and basic, hiding the advanced systems within. Above the secret shipyard, life continued as normal. The alien delegates had arrived on Earth 3 months ago, setting up their embassy in Geneva. They'd walked among humans, seemingly peaceful, while their hidden scanners continued to probe Earth's defenses. "Look how primitive they are," one alien diplomat whispered to another, watching humans go about their daily lives. "They still use fossil fuels and basic computers." What the aliens didn't know was that every piece of technology they saw was carefully chosen. Earth showed them old cars and simple phones, while the real advances remained hidden underground. In military bases across the world, soldiers trained with fake weapons during the day. But at night, they learned to use new tools that combined human ingenuity with alien technology. Captain Miller made sure every demonstration for the alien visitors showed exactly what they expected, an Earth that posed no threat. Anna Roberts spent countless hours perfecting the Thunderbolt systems. "The key is misdirection," she explained to Admiral Reed during an inspection. "The outer hull looks like basic metal, but it's actually a complex alloy that absorbs their scanning beams. They'll see what they expect, a simple human attempt at spaceship building." The ship's heart was its power system. Using knowledge gained from studying the alien signals, Earth's scientists had created something unique. It wasn't just a copy of alien technology. It was better. Human creativity had found ways to improve the alien designs. "They think we're just apes playing with tools," Anna told her team during a briefing. "But we've taken their basic ideas and done things they never imagined." The aliens continued their observations, growing more confident each day. Their reports to the collective spoke of humans stumbling with simple space technology, of failed rocket launches carefully staged for their benefit, and of military exercises that showed limited capabilities. But they never found the underwater bases. They never detected the true communications happening through old copper telephone lines buried deep underground. And they never suspected that humans had cracked their scanning codes. 6 months into the project, the Thunderbolt was nearly complete. Its weapons systems combined the best of Earth's military thinking with advanced technology. The ship could fight in ways the aliens had never seen before. "We're not just building a warship," Anna explained to a group of new workers. "We're building humanity's surprise package for anyone who thinks we're easy prey." Captain Miller visited the shipyard regularly, coordinating military plans with the engineering team. "The aliens expect us to fight like we're shown in their scans," he said. "They'll be ready for missiles, fighters, and basic weapons, but they won't be ready for this." One night, as Anna worked late in her office, she looked at old photos of Earth's first space missions. From simple rockets to this incredible warship in less than a century, it showed just what humans could do when pushed. "The best magic trick," she said to herself, remembering her grandfather's words, "is when you convince someone to watch the wrong hand." In their ships beyond Mars, the alien fleet grew larger each day, preparing for what they thought would be an easy conquest. But Earth's real strength remained hidden, growing stronger in the depths of the ocean, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. The Thunderbolt was almost ready. Now they just needed the aliens to make their move. The attack came at dawn. Hundreds of alien ships appeared in Earth's sky, their dark shapes blocking out the morning sun. The collective had finally made their move, confident in what they thought would be an easy victory. "Begin the first wave," the collective's commander ordered from his flagship. "Disable their primitive technology. This will be over by sunset." The alien ships released their electromagnetic pulse weapons, designed to destroy all electronic devices on Earth. Blue waves of energy rolled across cities and continents. The aliens watched, expecting to see all human technology fail instantly. But something strange happened. Most of the streetlights stayed on. Cars continued to run. Phones still worked. The aliens had hit a carefully crafted outer layer of technology, while Earth's real infrastructure remained safely protected underground. In his command center beneath the Rocky Mountains, Captain Miller watched the alien attack through hardened sensors. "Right on schedule," he said, checking his watch. "They're following the exact plan we expected." The aliens launched their second wave, targeting what they thought were Earth's main military bases. Their bombs fell on empty buildings and abandoned airfields, all part of humanity's elaborate deception. "Sir, they've taken the bait," reported Lieutenant Rogers, watching radar screens showing the alien fleet spreading thin to attack fake targets. "They're splitting up just like you predicted." Deep under the Pacific Ocean, Engineer Anna Roberts ran final checks on the Thunderbolt. The massive warship hummed with power, its systems ready for battle. The crew worked silently, knowing that everything depended on perfect timing. "All systems are green," Anna reported through secure channels. "Thunderbolt is ready to launch on your command." Above the surface, the aliens grew confused. Their careful scans and months of observation hadn't prepared them for this. Human resistance wasn't following any pattern they expected. "Impossible," shouted the alien commander. "Their primitive defenses should have crumbled by now. Where are their main forces?" Earth's apparent military response looked exactly like what the aliens expected. Outdated jets scrambled from visible airbases, old tanks rolling out of known depots, and basic missiles launching from obvious silos. All of it was for show. "Let them think they're winning," Miller ordered as he watched the aliens destroy the decoy forces. "Keep them focused on the obvious targets." The real battle stations, hidden in mountains and under oceans, remained untouched. Earth's true defensive grid, shielded from alien scans, stood ready and waiting. Millions of people had already moved to underground shelters, protected by technology the aliens didn't know existed. In cities across the world, the aliens landed their troops, expecting to find panicked humans running in fear. Instead, they found empty streets. The population had vanished into underground bunkers, leaving behind only what they wanted the aliens to see. "Something's wrong," one alien scout reported. "The humans aren't behaving like our studies showed. They're too organized, too prepared." But the collective's commander ignored these warnings. His pride wouldn't let him believe that primitive humans could outsmart them. He ordered the final wave of ships to begin landing, sure that victory was still certain. That was the moment Earth had been waiting for. "All units in position," reported Admiral Reed from his command post. "The enemy fleet is fully committed. They've spread themselves thin, just as we planned." Captain Miller looked at the tactical display showing enemy positions. Everything was perfect. The aliens had fallen for every part of humanity's deception, and now they were vulnerable. "Send the signal," Miller ordered. "It's time to show them what humanity can really do." Deep beneath the Pacific, the massive doors of the underwater base began to open. Water churned as the Thunderbolt's engines powered up. Years of preparation, months of deception, and countless hours of work had led to this moment. The aliens thought they were winning an easy victory. They had no idea that the real battle was about to begin, and humanity's secret weapon was ready to strike. The alien commander stood on his flagship's bridge, watching Earth's apparent defenses crumble. His fleet had destroyed dozens of military bases, hundreds of aircraft, and countless ground vehicles. Victory seemed certain. Then his sensor operator screamed, "Commander, something massive is moving in the Pacific Ocean." Deep beneath the waves, the EWS Thunderbolt rose from its secret base. Water cascaded off its hull as the massive warship broke the surface. At first glance, it looked simple, exactly what the aliens expected from human technology. But that was part of the plan. "All hands to battle stations," Captain Miller ordered, standing on Thunderbolt's bridge. "Engineer Roberts, bring all systems online. Let's show them what humanity can really do." The alien fleet's sensors struggled to make sense of the Thunderbolt. Its outer hull appeared primitive, but something about its power readings didn't make sense. The aliens had never seen a ship quite like this before. It's just one vessel, the alien commander laughed. Send 2 destroyers to eliminate it. Don't waste any more resources on their pathetic attempts at space warfare. 2 sleek alien ships broke formation, diving toward the Thunderbolt with weapons charged. They expected an easy kill. They were wrong. Wait for it, Miller said calmly, watching the enemy ships approach. Let them get closer. Engineer Roberts, are you ready? In the engine room, Anna Roberts stood at her control station, her hand hovering over a glowing panel. All systems ready, Captain. They won't know what hit them. The alien ships fired their main weapons, expecting to slice through primitive human armor. Instead, their energy beams seemed to vanish into the Thunderbolt's hull. The rough metal surface that had looked so basic to their scans was actually something entirely new, a combination of human innovation and reversed engineered alien technology. Return fire, Miller ordered. Show them what we've learned. The Thunderbolt's weapons were unlike anything the aliens had seen. Instead of simple missiles or energy beams, they fired concentrated bursts that combined multiple technologies. The first shot caught an alien destroyer completely by surprise, punching through its shields as if they weren't there. Impossible, the alien commander shouted as he watched one of his ships explode. Their weapons, they're using our own technology. But they've changed it somehow. The second alien ship tried to retreat, but the Thunderbolt was surprisingly fast. It turned with incredible speed, firing again. The alien vessel's shields flared bright blue, then failed completely. A second shot reduced it to floating debris. 2 direct hits, 2 kills, Lieutenant Rogers reported. The alien fleet is responding. 30 ships changing course to our position. Miller smiled. Everything was going according to plan. Send the signal. Launch Phase 2. Across Earth's oceans, more hidden bases activated. What looked like ordinary cargo ships suddenly transformed, revealing advanced weapons. Military satellites that the aliens had dismissed as primitive communication relays powered up their real systems. They're everywhere. An alien sensor operator reported in panic. Multiple human warships appearing worldwide. Their power readings, they're all like the first one. The alien commander stared in disbelief at his tactical display. The humans had hidden their true strength all along, showing only what they wanted the aliens to see. Now the trap was closing. Your scans missed a lot of things, Miller transmitted on an open channel to the alien fleet. That's the problem with thinking you're smarter than everyone else. You see what you expect to see. On the Thunderbolt's bridge, the crew worked with practiced efficiency. Every system performed perfectly, just as they had trained for months in their underwater base. The ship moved like a dancer through space, its hybrid technology making it unpredictable and deadly. Multiple alien ships breaking formation, Rogers reported. They're falling back to regroup. Don't let them, Miller ordered. All Earth forces, advance. The Thunderbolt will lead the attack. Show them what happens when they underestimate humanity. The real battle for Earth was about to begin. And this time, humanity had the advantage of surprise. The space above Earth turned into a battlefield unlike anything in human history. The Thunderbolt led Earth's fleet, its massive form cutting through waves of alien ships like a sword through paper. Behind it, dozens of hidden Earth warships emerged from their concealment, each one built with the same secret technology. They're trying to surround us, Lieutenant Rogers reported, his eyes fixed on the tactical display. Hundreds of red dots showed alien ships moving into attack formation. Captain Miller stood calmly at his command station. Exactly what we wanted. Engineer Roberts, show them what Special System 1 can do. In the engine room, Anna Roberts grinned as she activated the system she had personally designed. The Thunderbolt's outer hull, which had appeared rough and primitive, suddenly shifted. Panels that looked like basic metal plating transformed, revealing layers of advanced technology. Energy spike detected. An alien sensor operator screamed. The human ship is changing. The Thunderbolt's true form emerged. Its hull now glowed with lines of power, and weapon ports appeared where there had seemed to be nothing but solid metal. The aliens had spent months scanning Earth's technology, but they had never imagined anything like this. "All weapons free," Miller ordered. "Show them everything." The Thunderbolt's main guns opened fire, but instead of simple energy beams or projectiles, they fired combinations of different weapons. Some shots passed right through alien shields as if they weren't there. Others caused enemy ships to lose power completely. Each blast used technology that combined human creativity with alien science in ways the collective had never considered. "Impossible," the alien commander shouted as another of his ships exploded. "Their weapons, they're using principles we haven't even discovered yet." Anna Roberts monitored the ship's power systems from engineering. "They thought we'd copy their technology," she said to her crew. "Instead, we improved it. Human minds took their basic ideas and found new ways to use them." The battle spread across Earth's orbit. The alien fleet, which had arrived so confident of victory, now found itself facing an enemy they didn't understand. Earth ships seemed to appear from nowhere, using tactics that made no sense to their military doctrine. "They're adapting to our shield frequency," an alien officer reported. "Every time we change it, they counter within seconds." What the aliens didn't know was that the Thunderbolt's computers, designed by human engineers, could think in ways their rigid systems couldn't match. While alien ships followed pre-programmed battle plans, Earth's ships created new strategies on the fly. "Multiple enemy ships approaching from Sector 7, Rogers called out. "Perfect," Miller replied. "Activate the gravity web." The Thunderbolt's most secret weapon deployed for the first time. Invisible beams reached out, grabbing alien ships and pulling them off course. Their own engines, fighting against this unexpected force, tore several ships apart. In the engine room, Anna watched power flow through systems she had helped design. "Everything's working exactly as we planned," she reported. "The hybrid cores are performing even better than our tests showed." Above Earth, the alien fleet fell into chaos. Their tight formations broke apart as each ship tried to deal with weapons and defenses they had never seen before. The Thunderbolt moved through their ranks like a predator, its advanced systems making it seem almost alive. "Sir," Rogers reported with a smile, "the enemy fleet is starting to retreat. Our other ships report similar success worldwide." Miller nodded. "They came expecting to find primitive humans playing with technology we barely understood. Instead, they found out what happens when humans have time to prepare." The Thunderbolt's engines flared bright blue as it chased down another group of alien ships. Its weapons had been designed not just to destroy, but to show the aliens how badly they had underestimated Earth. "Send a message to all Earth ships," Miller ordered. "Push the advantage. Don't let them regroup. Today we show the galaxy that humanity isn't just another primitive species to be conquered." The battle wasn't over, but its outcome was no longer in doubt. Humanity's greatest weapon wasn't just the Thunderbolt or its advanced technology. It was the ability to surprise those who thought they had everything figured out. The alien commander stared in horror at his tactical display. Half of his invasion fleet had been destroyed or damaged. The remaining ships were scattered, trying to escape the human warships that seemed to be everywhere at once. Nothing in their centuries of conquest had prepared them for this. "Full retreat," he ordered, his voice shaking. "All ships, return tow." A massive explosion rocked his flagship. Through the bridge window, he saw the Thunderbolt emerging from a cloud of debris, its weapons still glowing hot. "Your ships aren't going anywhere," Captain Miller's voice came through on all channels. "You came to our home uninvited. Now you'll see what happens when you wake up Earth." Across the planet, more of Earth's hidden forces revealed themselves. Underground bases opened, launching squadrons of fighters that combined human and alien technology. These small craft moved in ways the aliens couldn't predict, slipping through their defenses like ghosts. "Sir," Lieutenant Rogers reported from his station on the Thunderbolt. "Ground Command reports all hidden bases are now active." Operation Rising Thunder is fully underway. Engineer Roberts' voice came up from the engine room. All ships reporting successful power-ups. The alien tech we adapted is working perfectly in all our vessels. The Thunderbolt led Earth's counterattack, its advanced systems allowing it to coordinate the entire human fleet. What had looked like random attacks was actually a carefully planned strategy, herding the alien ships into exactly the positions Earth wanted them. "They're trying to form a defensive circle," Rogers observed, watching the alien fleet's movements. Miller smiled. "Just like we planned. Signal all ships. Execute pattern strike." Earth's warships moved in perfect coordination. Years of secret training paid off as human crews performed maneuvers that should have been impossible. The aliens had expected simple, straight-line attacks. Instead, they faced an enemy that fought with both advanced technology and creative tactics. In space, the Thunderbolt demonstrated why it had been worth years of secret construction. Its hybrid systems, combining the best of human innovation with reversed-engineered alien technology, made it more than a match for any 3 alien ships. "Enemy flagship is attempting to coordinate their forces," Rogers reported. "They're trying to establish a new command chain." "Not today," Miller replied. "Miss Roberts, show them our communication disruptors." Anna activated another of the Thunderbolt's special systems. Invisible waves spread out across space, scrambling the aliens' ability to communicate with each other. Their fleet, already in chaos, fell into complete disorder. "How?" the alien commander demanded as his ship's systems failed one by one. "How did they hide all this from us? Our scans showed nothing." On Earth's surface, hidden anti-spacecraft weapons emerged from mountains, deserts, and oceans. The aliens had spent months scanning for military bases, but had never thought to look inside natural formations. Now these concealed weapons opened fire, catching enemy ships between attacks from above and below. "Multiple enemy ships surrendering," Rogers announced. "They're powering down weapons and shields." Miller nodded. "Accept their surrender. Show them we can be merciful, even to those who came as conquerors." The Thunderbolt moved through the battlefield like a giant predator, its mere presence now causing alien ships to surrender. The legend of the ship that had changed the course of the battle was already spreading through the enemy fleet. "Sir," Rogers said, "we're picking up transmissions from the alien homeworld. They're ordering all forces to withdraw from Earth space immediately." The bridge crew cheered, but Miller raised his hand for quiet. "It's not over yet." Engineer Roberts, status report. "All systems still at peak performance, Captain," Anna replied. "The Thunderbolt can keep fighting as long as needed." The alien ships that could still fly were already turning away from Earth, their retreat becoming a rout. The mighty invasion fleet that had arrived so confidently was now running for its life. "Send word to all Earth forces," Miller ordered. "Maintain combat positions. The collective needs to understand that if they ever return, they'll face the same welcome." Humanity had not just survived. It had shown the galaxy that underestimating Earth was a deadly mistake, and the Thunderbolt had become a symbol of what humans could achieve when pushed too far. 1 month after the battle, Earth's skyline had changed. The Thunderbolt floated proudly in orbit, visible from the ground as a bright star, a constant reminder that humanity was no longer alone in the universe and no longer defenseless. In Geneva, the same hall where alien diplomats had once smiled down at their primitive hosts, now held a very different meeting. Captain Miller stood at the main podium, addressing representatives from both Earth and the collective. "You came to our world thinking we were simple," Miller said, looking directly at the alien delegates. Their proud forms seemed smaller now, humbled by defeat. "You thought your scans showed you everything. But you forgot one important thing about humans. We learn, we adapt, and we prepare." Engineer Anna Roberts sat in the front row, smiling as Miller activated a holographic display. The image showed the Thunderbolt in all its glory, but this time its systems were revealed layer by layer. "Your biggest mistake," Miller continued, "was thinking we would only copy your technology. Instead, we studied it, improved it, and combined it with human innovation in ways you never imagined. The alien diplomats shifted uncomfortably as the display showed how Earth had taken their basic designs and transformed them. Where they had built rigid, predictable systems, humans had created technology that could adapt and change mid-battle. The Thunderbolt isn't just a warship, Anna explained, taking her turn at the podium. It's proof that humanity deserves its place among the stars. We didn't just survive your invasion. We showed we could surpass you. In orbit, the Thunderbolt story had already become legend among alien species. Stories spread about the ship that had appeared from the ocean and changed the balance of power in the galaxy. Many couldn't believe that a primitive species had managed to keep such technology hidden. Earth is now officially recognized as a major galactic power, Admiral Reed announced to the Assembly. The collective has agreed to new treaties recognizing our sovereign space and technological rights. The alien ambassador, speaking for the first time, stood slowly. We underestimated your species. Our confidence blinded us. The collective acknowledges Earth not just as equals, but as leaders in military and technological innovation. Miller watched with satisfaction as new agreements were signed. The same aliens who had planned to conquer Earth now offered trade deals, technological exchange programs, and military cooperation pacts. But this time, humans would be careful about what they shared, and with whom. The Thunderbolt will remain Earth's guardian, Miller declared, a reminder to any who might think of testing us again. We proved we can defend ourselves, but we're also willing to extend friendship to those who come in true peace. In the shipyard beneath the Pacific, work had already begun on more vessels. But unlike the secrecy of the past, these ships were being built in cooperation with friendly alien species. Earth's unique approach to technology had earned respect throughout the galaxy. Our greatest weapon wasn't the Thunderbolt itself, Anna told a group of young engineers. It was our ability to think differently. Where others saw limits, we saw possibilities. Where they followed rules, we innovated. The alien delegates watched in amazement as Earth unveiled more of its hidden achievements. Underground cities, advanced power systems, and weapons technologies that their own scientists hadn't thought possible. All had been concealed right under their noses. Today marks a new chapter, Miller concluded his speech. Earth stands ready to join the galactic community, not as servants or subjects, but as equals. And the Thunderbolt will remain our symbol of strength, innovation, and the ability to overcome any challenge. As the sun set on the new era, the Thunderbolt patrolled Earth's orbit, its systems humming with power. The ship that had changed everything continued its watch, ready to defend humanity. But now, it also served as a bridge between worlds, a symbol of what was possible when technology met human creativity. The aliens had learned their lesson. Earth wasn't just another primitive world to be conquered. It was home to a species that could take the impossible and make it real, that could face overwhelming odds and emerge victorious. And somewhere in deep space, other alien civilizations looked toward Earth with new respect, wondering what other surprises humanity might reveal in the years to come.